headphones. I don't have anything on mine.
We got so many problems going on. It's insane. You hearing it at all? We'll have to figure out. Do some adjustments. This is your
That's
cord,
mine.
right? One second. Should be hearing it somewhere. You're not picking up anything?
Yeah.
Because now you're
I was hearing the sound effects.
You're
Not hearing that now.
You're not hearing that now?
No. Maybe I was hearing from the other thing the entire time, probably.
It should be registering. So that's that over there. Yeah, you should be hearing. You want to grab the headphones?
Yeah.
Turn my camera a little bit for me, will you? Keep on it going. Keep on it going. Perfect.
Nailed it.
Well, turn a little more. Because
Did it go back?
No, same direction. You know how it works. You go too far, then you go back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Resets.
Hey, everybody. Good to see y'all. Just an FYI, because, of course, we're starting everything up, and we got mass amounts of problems. We got a couple things going that are pretty cool. You saw the new kind of intro scene. So that's happening. We've got...
Martin sprung that on me last minute.
We've got, I thought it was a cool idea, and that's just what I do. And we have a new camera set up for there. That one's still in the works because we haven't finished that yet. So we got a few things going on. Outside of that, we're just plugging away. Do you need help getting that cord around, or?
No, I'll figure it out. I got it. I'm gonna work on it.
So just a quick update for the boy. So we've had like 2 fires to put out tonight, which is why it's been such a disaster. First off, did everybody like the blurred shot of the setup as a part of not quite part of the intro, but like sort of part of the intro? I thought it was kind of cool. It's like, as Derek says, it's kind of a behind the scenes kind of look. So something a little different. But we're not going to have a super long live tonight. The boy is still at the hospital. He was at a pool party and stepped into an anthill and got about 6 bites from a nest of, fire ants, is what it seems like. And so then his right eyelids started swelling up some, his lip started swelling up a little bit, and he broke out all over. And so the good news is it's not as easy as it looks, D.
No, it's not as easy as it looks. Golly.
You're all right.
Got to,
You're good.
This thing is tangled.
I probably can unplug it from over here, but D-Man's doing that. So he's better now. We got a couple Benadryl in him, so now he's doing a lot better. It was a little touch and go there for a second, and a little nerve wracking. So we're gonna figure something out with that. I'm gonna adjust. Maybe I'm
Tell
not
me how you need it
adjusting.
moved.
I got it. You keep working on your thing. Okay. I feel like I got it, and then I don't got it. Okay, that's probably close enough.
All right. I got it. I'm good. I can hear now.
All right. So, oh great, the very
Yeah, no.
emotionally charged theme music.
Very special episode.
So he's all right. They're giving him some oral meds because he didn't want an IV, even though that would have got him out 30 minutes earlier. And, you know, he's very thankful with all the comments from everybody, and he's very appreciative. It's a weird, scary thing. So, you know, we got him there, and, you know, he's doing a lot better. So something we got to watch and we got to figure out. You know, it's nothing that it's nothing you can really predict. But I was kind of like, to Derek's point, I was surprised that he even has never gotten bit by an ant before. So that was a little weird. So, but thank y'all for tuning in, and that ain't an elbow shot. You got that right. Was it one of those? So, but he's better. He's on the full recovery thing. He didn't want the IV, so he's got to have his meds 6 hours after he leaves. So another round, and then that's going to work through him. And then we're going to have to test him for allergies. Allergy test. If he didn't like an IV before, he's really going to be pissed off.
He gets stuck with all the needles.
That's right. So thank y'all. And then Haley's cat apparently has something in his intestines, and is probably going to have to get surgery. He had a $500 X-ray just about an hour ago. We got problems all over the place, which is kind of just par for the course.
We got 99 problems. Kids are all of them.
They're every single one of them. So thank y'all. I appreciate all the well wishes and everything. The boy's doing better, and so he's okay. But yeah, and then I like the effect of the camera with the I think it's pretty cool.
It's a bunch of clutter.
It's a mass amount of clutter.
But
yeah,
that, you know, cluttered mind is a fruitful mind.
That's right. So, but D-Man, how was your day and week?
Good.
Slightly
Good.
less eventful than mine.
Slightly less eventful, but you know, mine was like, I feel like the last episode was eventful,
right?
And now the first episode was eventful.
Correct. And it's like, that's
So
funny because
goes.
that's exactly how we ended.
Yep.
That is
Because I had to run out because my son got hurt.
that is uncanny.
I know.
I just now put that together. That's crazy. Now that I think of it.
We should just never end and never start again.
Oh, you can't hear anything when we do that. So, gotcha. So,
Oh, when we're over to the other one.
right. So it's probably. I bet if I copy.
Had to figure out a way to switch over.
Well, you stopped swapping on me.
Sorry.
Split suit.
Excuse me.
Copy. And then if I go to where did it go? Oh, there it is. If I go to okay, so how about now? Can you hear now while we're blurred? Because that's the thing is like
Can you hear?
All that should be hearable now. Okay. Good deal. That's what
we'll do for the Friday Night Playhouse from now on.
I mean, it's
the overview shot.
Look, the objective is to actually y'all get to kind of watch us slightly. It'll be more blurred next time, but you'll be able to see us much more blurred, but just kind of like seeing us working in the background. Because I swear, I think when we have malfunctions, I think everybody thinks we're just lazy and just forgot to get here. And they have no idea that there's things working.
They can watch you frantically try to work out the issues.
Yeah.
That'd be more fun
you
than
know.
just staring at the thumbnail.
So, but yes, I appreciate everybody jumping in that decided to hang out. I appreciate Mike, Ron. Good to see you as always. WK Proper Cincinnati. Patrick. Matthew picking and piping. So thank y'all. So the boy should do fine.
Everything's good.
Not quite a false alarm, but it's like
No.
that's one.
It's an alarm, but everything's okay.
Yeah, that's just a terrifying one.
I know. So when they test them for allergies, do they test for like other insects?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I know
I
there's a
have
food
no,
allergy.
I
Like,
have
you know,
no freaking clue.
I mean, I guess they need to find out if he's never been stung.
I mean, it's kind of, it's a little unnerving because, like, okay, how do you test to see if somebody's allergic?
Yeah, have epinephrine ready.
It's like,
Both my sons were stung young,
right,
so we knew we knew.
right.
Thankfully, they were okay, but at a pool.
You just never know. Yeah, the pool parties are the devil.
Don't let your kids go to pool parties.
That's kind of what I centered around. Is pool parties are the devil.
Don't let your kids go to pool parties.
Don't let your kids grow up to be pool partiers. So we are glad to be back. We've been gone for a bit. Did you do anything eventful during the summer?
No, nothing too crazy. Just hung out with the kids. Went to Pigeon Forge
Nice.
for one of the kids' birthdays. Pool a few times.
Nice.
Lake. Had a good time.
We were a bit more adventurous because we had actual stuff to do because we left out we left out, I think, probably right after that live or right shortly after the week of the 4th of July. And well, I guess it would have been June. So we left out. We left out in July and went to shoot Daisy Nationals in Arkansas and had zero time to breathe because it's busy. It's like going to a conference, like a work conference. Yeah. It's like, this is really fun. We're in Vegas, but I get all of an hour and a half to gamble.
Yeah, they just take you around all the events and
right. Yep. And that's so it was very, very busy in that regard. Ton of fun, but super busy. And help if I remember how to put on my earpiece. Super busy, but that was a ton of fun. We ended up with a cow skull.
Okay.
And so McFly will have to show that like next week or something. And so they had this whole event. So you got to shoot with some of the best shooters in the world, or not in the world, in the United States at Daisy Nationals, which you start at age 9, but you age out in 9th grade. So, which is kind of how it works. And then after that, the wife decided to go ahead and book a B&B down in Pensacola, Florida, and we watched the Blue Angels.
Oh, sweet.
And went deep sea fishing.
We usually go to Pensacola every year in like September, and you can always see them flying over the ocean.
Oh, it's gnarly.
It's cool.
It's gnarly, and we were there for all their practices and everything else. Got to see Fat Albert go by. So
What's that?
Fat Albert apparently is their big, huge plane. He's a big old blue, like carrier plane, and he's a monster. But he doesn't fly often, and so he didn't even fly for the show. But they got to see him.
That's cool
for the thing. And so he got to see Fat Albert from the pier and watch his big old girth fly over. And so the Blue Angels were cool. We went deep sea fishing, caught a bunch of red snapper, and caught a mackerel and some tuna that you can't eat.
Why not?
I don't know. They use it for bait fish.
Interesting. Maybe just not good.
Apparently not.
Did you bring home the snapper?
Did. We put it in the freezer, froze it, and had it on ice all the way home. I didn't realize how good red snapper is.
Yeah, snapper's great.
I didn't know that. Like I always see red snapper at the sushi restaurant, and I know it's tilapia, but they're lying. They're all it's only tilapia because apparently it's expensive.
Yeah, we sold it at the restaurant, and it was expensive, so we didn't sell a lot of it. So I ended up eating a lot of it. For it's either eat it or throw it away.
Right.
So I ended up eating a lot of it. It's good. I liked it.
I was amazed at how good it was because we just.
I don't think I've ever had mackerel.
I've had it as sushi. It's very briny.
Yeah.
And it has the texture, at least in terms of sushi grade. It has the texture of like a sardine.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know
like
what you mean.
It's almost grainy,
like
but it's
mealy?
not. Yeah, it's almost like that, but it's more firm, and it's just interesting how it shreds apart. But we've got that frozen too, so that'll be fun. And so I mean, we only went out on a 5-hour trip.
Yeah.
And now the wife, the boy have the bug. Now they want to go out. Now they're like, I want to go out for a 10-hour and like catch one of them.
We're like, y'all need to go to Lake Altoona down here and do it for free.
They'll just be miserable. They go swimming. So we were catching fish all over the place, which was fun. But they want to, like, they see the pictures of the big groupers where like their eyes have bulged out because they've come from the
Goliath
depths.
groupers and the marlin.
Like that's what they want to catch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all are out of your damn minds. Like that's one that's terribly expensive.
We're not bringing home a 900-pound marlin.
No, it's terribly expensive, and it's like the wife and even grandma. Oh my. Caught her first fish she ever caught her whole life.
Nice.
She's never caught a fish before. She never fished before.
Yeah.
So that was the first fish she ever caught. She caught a couple red snappers.
That's cool.
And she was just cussing away. I just and like the first mate's like, I don't even know if I can help her because I don't know what she's saying.
Yeah,
I don't know if she's
help?
speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Thought she was freaking out.
So she was having a ball. The boy was cranking away. He was having a ball. The wife caught the most fish. She just had the knack right off the bat. It took me like almost till the trip was over till I finally landed 2 of my fish. And so I was like, for some reason,
Beginner's luck.
I think I just kept jerking on it, and you're not supposed to because like deep sea fishing is like it's just real. Don't jerk. And like I think I keep jerking, and I'm not paying it. I think I'm not doing it, but I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
And so we all caught our limit, had fun, and it was a blast. We, that's something I always like doing is fishing. And people like the wife was complaining because it was not cheap. Like for 5 hours, I think it cost us like about $1,500 and everything plus a tip.
Yeah.
So, and
it's not a cheap hobby.
No, and like if you go out for 10 hours, you're like getting into like the 3,000 and plus. Like it's.
I think 10 hours is too much.
Well,
I would be like getting stir crazy on a boat.
Well, so the part of it is actually just going out.
Yeah.
So they spend more time going out.
I guess so. Going out and coming back is a ton of time.
Correct. And so when you go out, you're going out further off the shelf.
Okay.
And so you're going out. So like we were in like 70 to 80 feet.
Okay.
But when you get way off the shelf, man, it dives, and you get into some deep water where you're like, God, I hope this thing doesn't. We're gonna have a problem. And so that's what they have to do. Like when you want to catch the monsters from down below,
you got to go way out there
because fish grow to the size of their aquariums.
Yeah.
So the bigger, deeper water carries the bigger, deeper fish.
Makes sense.
Like they're beasts. So it was pretty cool. So canned mackerel is the devil. I've never had canned mackerel.
I don't really like any canned fish.
I mean, I always like sardines. Sardines are comfort food for me.
I'll give you some canned salmon, some salmon patties.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
canned salmon patties?
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
That's how we used to make them. Just get the canned salmon, put some breadcrumbs in there, fry them up.
That makes sense. Like crab.
Like crab cakes.
Patty.
Yeah. Cheap crab cakes.
Matthew went deep sea fishing once, so it was a ton of fun. I think it's great. Like snapper season is short down in Florida, so like you only got a couple months.
Oh, really?
To really do it. So it's really the summer months, which is one of the reasons why it's very expensive. You can still catch a whole bunch of crazy fish during the fall, but most people don't want to go out because it's freaking cold.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to do that then, so which is fine. Like I don't care. Trying to think of what else. But yeah, that was what we did mostly for the summer, and then just hanging around. Now the boys have baseball tryouts in the morning.
Yep. Right and early.
McFly has a golf tournament in the afternoon.
Oh.
So.
What's his handicap?
Him. Yeah. I don't even know what that means. Like, is it?
I think it's like how above par you
like how
average.
bad you are.
Yeah.
Like they even like. I'll give it to golf. At least they like. As offensive as that could mean, at least they're like, look, it just is what it is. How bad do you suck?
Yeah, exactly.
So
that'll sugarcoat it.
Right.
How bad do you suck?
Well, right now he's learning to hit more straight.
Okay.
And he thinks it's very, very wild because I took courses in college on it because I didn't want PE, so I did golf because I thought it was going to be easier.
That's what I did too.
I got sunburnt so bad in that camp. It was awful. And then of course I play with clients and stuff like that. And he has this hard notion, and I tell him, I'm like, okay, if you pull hard, I said similar to baseball. If you pull hard, with your front arm, you're going to hit away. And the reason for that is because you're just going to angle. You're going to open up.
Yeah, you move the club face. And it's going to knock it way out there.
It's going to hit and roll off and spin, and it's going to slice. And so he's like, huh? I'm like, just trust me. I said, if you punch hard through with your right hand, which is your backhand in golf, because he golfs right-handed. Bat's left-handed, golf's right-handed. So talk about me really screwing the kid up. And so if you hit harder with your right hand, you're going to shank it. And so, but it's weird to think that your right hand is going to make it go left and your left hand is going to make it go right. And I said, you're trying to just meet at that single point at the ground with both hands, both arms, boom, hit it, and then straight. And so we're just working on just going straight. Like, I don't care if you rise up and you nick it. I just want you hitting
straight. Doesn't matter how far it goes, just hit it straight the first few times.
Just go straight. Because I said, son, here's the thing. The poor kid is not the most athletic kid. He's one of the least athletic kids. I also got him a first baseman mitt because in my mind, if he's going to play in the field, the best chance he's got is first base. Because
stand there and catch.
Because that's all you have to do. That's predominantly what you have to do. You have to field, tag the bag, or catch the damn ball when it gets thrown to you and try to scoop it, get it out of the dirt. So we're going to work on that because he's not fast. He throws okay, but he's slow as dog shit. So it's just poor kid. That's just that's unfortunately what he got in genes, and that's what he has to deal with. So first base seems ideal in that regard. And probably most coaches, if they get somebody that is decent enough at first base, they'd probably rather take, at least if I was a coach, I would rather have a mediocre player that catches everything at first base than to lose one of my really good fielders to play first base.
Yeah.
That would be me. I'd rather have one of my better fielders out in the field.
Put him behind the plate.
But then you got throw downs, and he ain't getting up fast. Speed
he's not jumping up. He's not jumping off the plate.
You have seen him his whole life, and he has never had an urgent bone in his body.
Yeah, that's true. So, first base might be the right one. Just grab the ball.
But
then it gets thrown to you, and you're good.
Right. Except if a pitcher tries to, throw somebody that's leading off, that might be the hardest thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, that seems about the easiest.
He's got time to learn that.
Tons. So he's doing that, and then with golf, he's working on that. So we'll see how he does. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut and not ruin it for him. That's my main objective. So
just let him play. Let him putt.
Matthew played first base.
There you go.
I could see that in you. Ohio Pipe Show next weekend. It's gonna be wild. Cincy, I want to see some pictures and images and everything.
Where is it? What city is it in?
Cincinnati, maybe?
Is it in Cincinnati?
Columbus. One of the two.
One of the big ones. I said, just teach him how to putt. I was watching an interview with, John Daly.
Yep.
I was watching an interview with him, and he's like, everybody can drive. He's like, eventually everybody learns how to drive.
Yes.
He's like, not everybody can putt.
That's
He's
right.
like, just get out there with a putter and just putt.
Yes.
He's like, if you can putt, you'll be better than 90% of the people on the course.
I said all that because you just remind me what I was trying to say. Right? Is that you don't have to be the hardest hitter out there. Like when it comes to golf, there are 60-something-year-old men that wipe the floor with me, and I can outstroke them on any hole, but they're accurate.
Yeah,
their swings look god awful. Like it looks like they're about to have a stroke half the time.
But they're hitting it where they want to go.
They hit it exactly where it's at. Like they might hit it 40 yards shorter, 20 yards shorter than where I hit it, but they're actually in line and they get to the hole faster than I do.
I say, they have a better position. Yeah,
right. I'm in the damn woods because I sliced it.
You hit it 60 yards farther, but it's way out in the woods.
Right. So it's like, huh. So I told him, I said, look, it's all about being accurate. That's it.
Yeah.
It does not matter how far you're hitting it because you will get there. Just hit it straight. Work on hitting straight. Don't work on anything else. You swing hard, give yourself good strength, power as much as you can. If you can hit straight, boom, you're golden. Oh, well, Cincy, I expect a couple of those bottles to float down to Georgia. Just so we're saying. Shot, I don't even think we have cups or anything.
Okay. I was not going to partake.
I have it.
You can partake.
I'll partake. I have a
cup. Somebody ring a shot?
I don't have the other thing on. We're gonna.
I don't have the shot. I don't have a button for shots. I can't do one.
There you go. That sounded like
shot.
one for sure.
I like that shot glass. That's fancy.
Shut up, smart ass.
You know what?
Just a little benchmark. Top floor. So we're gonna. So the cool thing is we've got new equipment, new things. I was gonna do new music, but sorry, everything
Got kiboshed.
got a little crazy, slightly crazy. So new camera. So now we've got 3 main cameras, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Something completely different than we've done before. Now we just got to make friends that want to come over to the show.
I know, slackers.
That's the hard part. So here's the McFly, here's the cat, here's the everybody. Thank y'all so much for worrying about them.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I have so much material.
I know. That's all right. We'll go full bore next week.
I have. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll do the we'll do the D scale, and then what? Card neck.
Sure. You have the card neck ready?
Did you print it out?
Yeah.
Did you put it in envelopes?
No.
Okay, then I'll just do the card neck without envelopes.
Okay. Fair enough.
Where's it at?
Well, I didn't go get it.
Oh, well.
I didn't want to go invade your private space. You have a hard copy or a soft copy.
I do. As soon as I can pull it up. If my prompter would just work. I don't know what's wrong with that thing.
I didn't touch it.
I don't know, like
something on the hub not plugged in.
I don't know if that's it. Like, I don't want to touch buttons.
Yeah, don't touch. I'm just. I can do a D scale real quick.
All right, you hammer out a D scale, and I.
Let's see. Does the music work? Oh, it does. Oh.
It not only does it work, but I bet it sounds amazing.
It does sound amazing in this
those headphones
versus the other little thing. All right, so for the inaugural D scale,
am I lined up now? Or did I just move it off?
You moved it off.
Son of a.
Oh, I can move it for you.
Why am I like this? Is like I need to just be able to let things go, and I have the hardest.
So this is something that we did over the summer that I didn't mention because I was going to save it for the D scale. We went to the drive-in. Have you been to the drive-in?
I have not.
Up North Georgia. Have you ever been?
I have not.
So we went to the drive-in. There's one up in North Georgia. They're still open, and they still do pretty killer business. They play new movies. They play old movies.
I like new movies. I like old movies.
And a lot of times they have double features. So sometimes they'll play a newer movie with an older movie and kind of mix it together. One thing, they couldn't do the new Twister and the old Twister because the old Twister they weren't allowed on to play in movie theaters for some reason. There was some kind of
interesting.
We asked, and they weren't allowed to do it. But we went and saw the new Despicable Me movie, which was good. You know, little Minion movie. It's funny and everything. But the coolest thing was the double feature was Jaws.
Oh, nice.
So they don't start till nighttime. So in the summertime, obviously, it doesn't really start till 9 o'clock. So really, the movie started at 9:30, and I think the first movie was over right about 11. So like 11:30, 11:15, they started playing Jaws, and the kids were like half asleep. But me and Brittany, we stayed up and sit in the back of the car, music going, or the sound going, had snacks and everything.
Yep.
Blankets. It was raining, so that was kind of cool. But seeing Jaws on the big screen, I've never seen it on the big screen before, obviously. And also,
I bet it's killer.
Also seeing it in the on the drive-in was super cool because like it wasn't. I think we went on Sunday, so it wasn't very busy. So when we got there, we parked like the second row back, and they're all the rows are a little bit elevated,
right,
slanted. So we backed up so you could see it. Big huge screen to watch Jaws. If you haven't seen it, it's a great movie. But that experience was probably one of my favorite for the summer. And I think later on in the summer or later on in the fall, they're going to play Twisters and the original Twister movie together. Because whenever the rights are available for them to play it at a drive-in, they're going to do a double feature. I might go see that.
Oh, so is that how it works? Like they get the rights to do it?
Yeah, I don't know. Because, some of the older movies and stuff, they don't really have... They don't really have the option to. I guess they have to get permission to.
What, Haley? I mean, guess so. No.
Oh, that's an important question.
No, I would take crystals. I'd take a
worth
sack
stopping.
full, but
So stop at crystals. All right. The other thing is, anyways, I want to bring that up. The other thing, real quick, that happened was, Elden Ring had a expansion or DLC or whatever you want to call it. We called them expansions back in the day. And I'll say, if you like the base game for Elden Ring,
you want anything from Waffle House?
no, I'm good. The expansion is probably like half the size of the original game, maybe a little bit less. But it was great. I don't know. It cost, whatever nominal amount it cost when it came out was more than worth it. Put hours and hours into it, so it was awesome. But yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up. That was a good summertime thing.
Now, where's the theater at?
It's in Blue Ridge.
Okay.
It's called Swan's Drive-In. If anybody lives in Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, I think there might be another drive-in still open somewhere in Atlanta, I think. But the Swan, I think it's been there since the 50s.
Okay.
They have food. You can go buy like hot dogs, hamburgers. Food's not great, to be honest with you.
I mean,
it's
like fair food in terms of
it's like bottom barrel fair food.
Unless you want mountain oysters.
And they say and they have a big sign that says don't bring in food, but everybody had like McDonald's and Wendy's and stuff.
You like mountain oysters with like gem mining. That's how it goes.
But they did have every like new premiere movie or so for the Jaws and Despicable Me. They had two special drinks. They had like a Despicable Me like slushy, and they had a Jaws themed slushy. So that was cool. So they do like little special stuff like that. Super relaxed, chill. They do car hop service.
Yeah.
So if you want to, you can like get on the website, order popcorn and candy, and they'll bring it out to your car during the movie. So that was super cool.
That is cool.
And popcorn, everything was good. I think we brought our, we got dinner there to try it, but we brought our own popcorn and candy.
Talk about.
We should have done it the other way around, right? We should have got Wendy's and then just bought some popcorn. Because we wanted to, it's really cheap to get in.
Right.
It's like, I think it's $10 for adults and $8 for kids.
Nice.
So they charge per person, not by car. But it was relatively cheap to get in. So we wanted to give them some, give them some business other than that.
Right. What did the kids think of Jaws?
John stayed up and watched it, and he does not like blood. And I was like, there's not a lot of blood in this movie. I was wrong.
There's just water full of it.
Yeah, there's water full of it. So he was
golly.
He was like hiding his eyes half time. And AJ talked a big game, and he fell asleep like halfway through.
Yeah, no joke. That's what they do at that age.
And so, granted, it was like, I think we I don't think we got home till 2:00 in the morning. If you go to see a double feature, it's late. So you gotta, especially as far away as we live. I mean, it's for you, it's probably hour and a half.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Like
I think it's almost at 2:00 in the morning. It took us an hour to get home, but you gotta.
That's 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, that's why you can't do it on a school night. But so we obviously the kids didn't have school. I had to work, but nobody else did. So I told them I just sucked it up and we went. But it's awesome. But yeah, if you do a double feature, you gotta plan for it to be late. Now, if you go in the wintertime, maybe they start earlier because it gets dark earlier. Start at 5.
I bet it's nice in the wintertime.
It is.
Because it's like cool and crisp. You just turn on the heater.
Yeah.
Except for the fact the windows fog up because that's when usually all the young ones want to go necking.
Yeah, there was some devil's lettuce being smoked somewhere. I can smell it.
That's
during Jaws.
Always.
So
I bet that made Jaws amazing.
Yeah, I bet it did too. It was cute though. The people beside us had like a minivan. They had like 4 kids, mom, dad, and somebody else, and they all set out lawn chairs behind it, which was a good idea. We didn't think about that. But there was one kid, like everybody was asleep except for mom, dad, and like one kid that was like John's age.
Right.
And man, he's just like, that's the best movie I've ever seen. Like with Jaws, he like was blown away. Despicable Me 4, whatever it was pretty good too. But
yeah,
Jaws was unreal.
I mean, that just would be cool to see on a monstrous drive-in.
Yeah, it's cool. It's you forget how like those old school movies are kind of slow paced. Wasn't really action packed.
Well, because again, they didn't have the graphics.
Suspense.
Yeah,
but it was cool.
I mean,
you don't even see a shark for an hour.
For a long time,
maybe an hour and a half.
But you find that there's a lot of missing kids and other stuff, and you're like, I don't ever want to go in the ocean again.
I know. I don't think I've ever seen 2 or 3. I need to go back and watch them. I know 3 is like really bad, but I think 2 is pretty
1
good.
is the junk, and the best scene is inside the boat.
Oh, when he's talking?
When they're doing the scars, and then they get drunk.
The Indianapolis, which I didn't realize that's a true story. That really happened.
Really?
Yeah, all that boat sank and all the sharks ate those guys.
No.
Yeah, that's 100% true story. I didn't realize. I mean, obviously that guy wasn't
Oh my
part
gosh.
of it. And so I hadn't seen Jaws in probably 20 years. So after we got done watching it, I was like reading up on it. And they said they filmed that scene, and the older guy that's telling the story was like drunk off his ass and kept screwing it up. So finally they just stopped. Like, he was like drunk in real life. So finally they just stopped and like said, we'll pick it up tomorrow. And I guess he felt bad that he was like, he screwed it up. So the next night they started, and he did like the whole thing in one take. And that was all they did.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Because they're like, we're not gonna get anything else after this
he just
point.
went and knocked it out.
This guy's unreliable.
But apparently he was kind of a unreliable actor.
I'm not surprised.
But he killed it. That's a great. That scene's
surprised.
great. And then the scene where he slides down and and gets eaten by the shark. I love it.
I love that you're laughing about that, but that's not what you're laughing about.
That's not. So these skills, I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Jaws at the drive-in. Let's give it a go.
Oh,
something's
working.
Look at that. I think everybody knows what this is going to be. Not a big secret.
Yeah, it's got to be the epic.
It's got to be. Oh,
Here comes the shark bait.
shark bait. Oh, I need to watch Austin Powers again.
Do not watch that with the kids.
No, definitely not.
That is shagadelic and not appropriate at the same time.
I forgot what music we use.
I think we just do the kazoo one. Or no,
Oh, yeah.
we don't. We just do joke.
No, joke.
Yeah.
All right, here, I don't have anything prepared because I know we're doing this, but here from the far, not too far away east is a travesty.
The man of the EpiPen.
The man of the EpiPen. The soothsayer.
The one you're not allergic to.
The soothsayer of the ER.
The most allergenic.
The one who doesn't know
of the
how to
East.
do anything.
That's right.
Karnak the Magnificent. Welcome.
Salam bim hum bim salabim sumbim.
All right.
Oh, Steve Spence, don't worry, we had no idea either. So
I don't have
thank
any.
you for
I
that.
don't have any hermetically
All right.
sealed envelopes to throw you, but in these hermetically sealed envelopes, we have all the answers.
46 seconds.
Oh, 46 seconds.
46 seconds. 46 seconds. Quoting Tina Turner, at least he wore gloves. That's a rough one. That's
He wore gloves.
That's
bad. That's bad.
Number 2.
Oh, number
The duck hunt dog.
2. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it hee?
Yeah, it does all those
Annoying.
things. There we
Duck
go.
hunt. Gotcha.
Was put down recently for his epic failure to assist the Secret Service in Butler, Pennsylvania. that makes sense. That's probably.
I thought you were going to tell me that lady shot him in the quarry.
Poor dog.
Number 3.
Weird cat lady.
Oh, weird cat lady.
Weird cat lady.
Oh.
And I'm gonna have to read
That
this.
was my band in college.
Michelle Pfeiffer congratulated the Olympic boxer Iman Khalif, saying, "I just love a big, strong man who's not afraid to show it with someone half his size."
Wow. Now I see why we couldn't wait. It's topical. Canceled. Number 4.
I'm so sorry. Dropout.
Oh, dropout.
Dropout. After the presidential debate, Joe Biden dropped faster than on the stairs of Air Force One. that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, as soon as you said it.
Understood. White dude for Kamala.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you saw that, but that was a thing. According to the dude, at least the rug matches the drapes.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Yep. So thank you.
Inappropriate.
BIPOC.
Yeah. Oh, BIPOC.
I've heard this one.
I don't know if I know this one.
You're fresh to it. BIPOC. What was the name Tupac decided not to go with? It was BIPOC. So this
This is so stupid. I love it.
and the last one for the night.
Yes. Thank God.
Yes. May Joe Biden sniff all of your kids on the way downstairs Air Force One.
I do.
Take a beat.
Taking a beat.
Take a beat. What did white women for Kamala spokeswoman Ariel Fodor tell Italian woman boxer Angela Carini before her match?
God.
And thank you.
Thank you.
I have entertained all of you.
Thank you for coming, Cardnack. And don't show up next time, please. Stupid. I'm glad.
Some of those had to be good.
They were good.
Too bad we weren't ready for it and we just did it.
It's okay. Oh, got it messed up your hair.
It's fine. Everything's messed up. We don't okay. The prompter's not working. The
sounds half working.
You know.
Hiring you was the biggest mistake I ever made.
Wow. All right. Thank you.
Well, you know what I say to that?
Very much. Considering I'm also the engineer.
It's been real.
Mercy sakes. D-Man, thank you for trying to get everything ready and get everything done. I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank y'all, everybody. Appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all.
We're gonna cut it short on this one. D-Man's we got very early morning kid tryouts.
Too damn early.
So way too damn early. Watch us get there and they don't try out till like 10:30. Because that's how that stuff usually goes.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
But thank y'all. McFly is on his way home. He's grabbing some Waffle House on the way, so I'm sure he'll enjoy that. John Galdieri, Steve Spent, Patrick, Sweet Muffins, Ron, all of y'all, Mike from Briar Blues, everybody that's thinking about the boy. He greatly appreciates. I showed him some of the text messages and everything, and so he felt really, really good. His heart was very full and happy. So I love all of y'all. Glad to be back. We hope to have less problems in the next.
We'll be back in full effect next week.
Full effect, and hopefully have some extra bodies in the seats. So,
Yeah.
But
We'll get somebody.
Until then, thank y'all so much for everything, and we will see y'all next Friday. Sorry for the late one, but we love y'all, and we're glad to be back. So we'll see y'all later.